questions?
Just first of all, I want to just really congratulate our team and how tough they are, how much they fight, how hard they play. We knew we were going to play 60 minutes here, and we did. It wasn't pretty all the time, but the grit that our guys showed was tremendous. So proud of our staff. I just feel like our guys just work so hard together. Staff loves each other, enjoys each other. Our players love each other, enjoy each other. It's a special group of guys. And that's why I feel thankful and blessed to be the head coach here and have this opportunity. I know it was a historic win for us in a lot of ways. I'll let Jeff K go. He's updating me on how big it really was. But I know it's a big deal to come here and win. Be able to get that 6th win, which was never our goal. It's still not. You talked about players. They never talked about that. They actually hit bigger goals than that. That's the bare minimum. But I know it's a big deal because it hasn't happened that frequently. But that was never our goal. So I just got to give our guys a ton of credit for fighting. Defense struggled at times. I got some key takeaways. A huge 4th down stop that was big, and then our offense just continues to be highly effective. Peyton Ramsey, what can I say? Just absolute stud. Tough, gritty. Got that key 1st down with his legs. Takes some shots. Just finds a way to win games. And that's just who we are. Stevie Scott got some huge yards at the end. We were taking what they were giving us and took the ball pretty effectively, but ran the ball well when we needed to. So, but at the same time, just can't say enough. You got to be there. Questions?
Coach, you've been through a few of these big games. We've talked about it. It's so close. How does it feel to you personally, and how big is it for this program to come through on the road, no less, at a place like Nebraska?
I'm tired. I got really tired of standing in front of you all, talking how close we are, and disappointed, and trying to figure out how I'm gonna, spin it the right way when I know I was just torn up on the inside. So it feels pretty stinking good to stand here and answer your questions after a big time road win for the Hoosiers. So I don't really care what anybody else thinks. This is awesome. This is big. This means a whole lot to our program. It changes a lot of things with our guys. This team believes. This team is finding ways to win. This team has a lot of character. So we got a few characters as well, but we love them all the same. Just got to keep teaching, keep growing, keep getting better, and best is yet to come.
Coach, last week the defense finished the game. This week it was a few big runs by Stevie Scott and Peyton Ramsey. Peyton said it goes back to fall camp, but just how much credit do you put on the offensive line and the offense for closing that one out today?
Yeah, I tell you what, just a ton of credit goes to that offensive line. We even shuffled them up at the end of the day. Kind of an unexpected thing. Assignment not going, and didn't know that was going to happen, but McKenzie stepped in there and did his job, man. And we lost Coy, and he continues to be a tremendous leader. So that group has really been the mainstay of why I think we're going. You have to run the football at critical times, and there at the end, you can't throw the ball. Just a whole different kind of psyche you have to those last few minutes of the game. And, get those key 1st downs, and with either Peyton's legs or Stevie's legs, and just the ball security that Stevie has, and just coaching and Coach Hart gives them. So yeah, it's just really neat to this week the offense got a chance to close it out. It's a pretty good feeling though when you get that last 1st down and all you got to do is start kneeling. I've been on the other end of it, like the one last week, where you're just, it's one play and and your heart's just like beating out of your chest. And so I actually got to enjoy the last minute of this one pretty nice. So but yeah, this is a pretty awesome place to play. I've never been here before. Never been to Lincoln, never coached here, never played here, nothing. So it's an awesome crowd, and they're so stinking loud. So yeah, it was pretty special.
Coach, you've been talking about stacking recruiting classes. You've been building, you got young guys who are contributing. You've been talking about the breakthrough. Results like today, is this sort of validation or just something you would point to and say, that's what we wanted to work on?
Yeah, well, breakthrough has a lot of different layers and it can have a lot of different meanings, but this constitutes breakthrough. There's no question. And I know I took some heat when I came out with that a few years ago, and I believed with my whole heart that we were going to break through year 1. I really did. And we were obviously close, but we didn't. I really believed that year 2 we were close, but I didn't quit believing. That's where came in, and that became our one word for this year. And that catch need for one words, those are powerful things, you know. So I really don't care what anybody thinks about our one words, okay? And so those things, they unite us. It gives us tremendous focus. It gives us purpose. It gives us things we have to have as a team, do the things we have to do. And this is, you know, we play a tough division now.
Right.
I mean, we do. And we play a lot of good football teams. And it's tough. I mean, history is what it is. But we're making changes here. And that's what we're selling to recruits. And the bottom line is, you know, eventually you have to start doing it on the field. I get that. I'm not, you know, I was born at night, but not last night, you know. And so the bottom line is that you have to show evidence on the field that the breakthrough is actually coming. And it's actually going to happen. And to me, I'm going to get on the phone here. I'm going to talk calls from recruits myself tonight. I'm going to tell them, did you watch the game? Do you see what we're doing in Indiana? Everything I told you we're doing, what we're going to do, we're doing. We're a football team. We are. And this was not a pretty game. I mean, there's a lot of things we'll go back and I'll watch it on the plane ride and I'll be mad about certain things. We'll learn from it. We had two, I thought, really dumb mistakes, dumb penalties that cannot happen. And but there's some youth there that has to just, you know, we got to keep teaching just like your children. You know, you discipline them and you teach them. You know, as part of parenting and coaching are one and the same. They really are. The same principles, how you get the same results. So, but yeah, this is a huge thing for us. But it's going to, you know, be something we got to build off of. We got to take the momentum and keep rolling. And yeah, it's about building something special. And yeah, it is a process. Anybody that didn't understand that didn't understand, you know, where we're coming from and what we're doing. And all you got to do is this football team and see how we play.
What did you see from preparing for the game from Nebraska's pass defense that you could exploit, and what changed throughout the game, and what did you guys do to be so productive against them?
Well, you know, we felt like we really knew running was going to be hard based on their alignments, their mass, and the strength of their defense. So we kind of, if you notice, we didn't really just ram our heads into the wall to try and force it. We still continued to run the ball. But we thought there were things we could take advantage of in the pass game, and they proved to be true. But you still got to execute. You got to make those catches. We had some really, even that one, the Ty Fry for what a catch, you know, in a critical situation, just going up and just making tough catches. And Peyton Hendershot had a huge catch there for 2 points. So that, you know, you do a good job in the pass game, but you got to, all lines got to block. We're going to bring pressure. We got a young old line still. I mean, Matt Bedford's a true freshman. That's how hard it is to play left tackle in this conference as a true freshman. And it's just, he's not even a seasoned old lineman. You know, he's just really raw in a lot of ways. So, but all those variables come into play. And obviously we talked about Peyton, but yeah, we felt like we could throw the football, and we were able to. But then as the game comes, you got to adjust. And they do different things, and they start bringing different coverages and pressures, and you got to adapt. But Coach DeBoer does a phenomenal job. He sees it. He's in the box. He just kind of takes what they give us, and our guys believe in what we're doing, and they executed very well again today.
What about the job that Phillier did? I think it's one of the biggest games in the history of this stadium. The afternoon he had today.
Yeah, I didn't realize all that, but I do know that he. But I'm gonna tell you this, okay? Sometimes the very thing, this is the life principle, the very thing that makes you special is sometimes the very thing that can be what can hurt you, right? So he's not a very big guy. He plays with a ton of energy and a ton of swagger, and I mean sometimes you just gotta like. You know, I wish I had a muzzle. Okay, he needs a muzzle sometimes, you know. But that energy is what caused him to make plays. Okay, so you gotta learn it, you gotta teach it, and I gotta grow. Like if you noticed during that when he had that penalty, I was with him, and I kept holding him. I would not go let him get away till I got eye to eye. Yes, sir, the response I knew I needed to have, and I wasn't gonna let go of him. Okay, and because he and I have a strong relationship. Okay, he was hot. I mean, but they're doing this, and they're saying this, and they're coming. I said, I don't care what they call you. I don't care about that. So you just have to teach him. That makes him special. And he just has so much energy, and you should have heard him before the game. I was just kind of like, just relax. He was so determined to come here and prove, because some things were said before, you know, about Indiana, you know, and us playing Nebraska. And you look at the history, and it's like, they're just not the same, okay? They're just not the same. And so, but our guy took that personal. He was one of them. He was the leader of the band of all that. But at the same time, I got to kind of like temper that little sucker, because he can just get a little bit too much. You know, but once again, that's what makes him who he is. So I just gotta channel all that energy in the right direction. That's part of my job. That's how I teach him to become the man I believe he's created to be.
What about the toughness of coming back from 14-3 real early? and it seems like they threw a lot of things at you.
They did trick plays. I mean, it was just like tempo within the trick plays. I'm just like, I was kind of trying, by the time trying to figure what happened to the last play, they did another one, and so they kind of got us on our heels, and that's tough, and so I was frustrated, Kane was frustrated, we're all frustrated, and but I knew that they were trying to get the energy going fast. I knew they had to do that to try and get some momentum going, and I just said, guys, weather the storm, and then let's just go play football. And so that's kind of, and I'll watch the film and see how we did on all that. But yeah, it was a tough start for us, not the way you want to start on the road.
Coach, going forward, you got 4 games left, but you're 6-2. You got back-to-back wins, back-to-back Big Ten wins, back-to-back road wins, and a lot left to play for. But what does this win today do for the rest of the season?
Well, a couple things. It continues to build confidence and momentum in what we're doing. It just validates all the things that you keep. Because my whole thing is that I try to rephrase things a certain way, it's to a point, but you don't just change what I believe in. So the same things I've been telling them 2 years ago and last year, you don't want it to get stale. So when you see the results, just like I said last week, for the defense to be on the field, to be the reason why we win the game was huge. The offense to finish it out this week, and the defense also getting us key stop, and we had to have those build confidence. They do, and it just it makes you practice different. It makes you feel different, and I think you play different, And so, but you got to live it. You got to experience. You can't just talk about it. So I just think these are big, and I'm not going to worry about the other ones. I'm going to worry about. Well, first of all, I'm going to enjoy this one tonight. Okay, but once that's over, then all we're going to focus on is Northwestern. That's it. I don't care about nothing else. Focus on Northwestern. Coming to town, I want a huge crowd for this football team. These kids have fought and fought and fought and fought, and I want our fans to come and support this football team. I get it. I understand. Okay, and I understand the frustration of the past, but I don't care. Okay? I haven't been here very long. All right. All I know is what we're doing right now, and come support this football team and help these guys do something special. And that's all I can ask. Because these kids are going to play hard. They ain't going to play perfect. We're going to play really hard. We're going to play for 60 minutes. We're going to find a way to stink and win the football game. And that's what these kids are. That belief is just growing and growing.
All right, thanks, Tom.